In this video, I'm going to be showing you the differences between the Fitbit and the brand new Fitbit Versa 2. If you're thinking about upgrading, we'll go through all the features and the upgrades coming up. So today we're going to be taking a look and comparing the Fitbit Versa and the brand new Fitbit Versa 2 that's come out. Let's jump in. So we're going to compare them side by side. I've got my Fitbit Versa on the left here and the Versa 2 on the right. First thing that I want you to notice is that the screens are different. The Versa has a LED technology screen, whereas the Versa 2 has an AMOLED technology screen, a little bit different. If you can kind of see the difference, I think the AMOLED screen is a little bit sharper. And I do have a screen protector right now on the Versa, so it probably does make it a little harder to tell. The Versa 2 also kind of has more curved edges, a rounded kind of beveled edge to the watch, whereas the existing Versa watch is a little more squared off. So in addition to that, the Versa 2 screen is actually slightly bigger than the Versa. They dropped the Fitbit logo that's on the bottom of the screen, and that allowed for them to add in a little bit more room. In addition to that, the Versa has Bluetooth technology, which it uses to connect to your phone, and that is Bluetooth 4.0. The Versa 2 has Bluetooth 5.0. So taking a look at the back, the sensors are still there, and we've got our little dots for charging, but they've kind of rearranged the format and the place of where they sit. But all of our sensors are still there. Something that was changed on the hardware of the watch on the sides is that the Versa has 3 buttons, 2 on the right and 1 on the left, whereas the Versa 2 now just has 1 button, and the 2 buttons on the side have been replaced by a microphone, and you can use that microphone to activate Alexa, which I'll go into here shortly. So let's take a closer look at the Versa 2. So the Versa 2 has all the options of the Fitbit Versa. It's swim proof. You can do customizable clock faces such as the one you're looking at right now, and because of that, what you'll be able to do then is change the information that shows up when you're looking at your screen. This particular clock face is going to show the time, date, how many steps I've gotten for the day. It's actually tracking my heartbeat right now, and my fingers pressing on the back of it there, and it's actually picking that up. In addition to that, it's also going to pick up the calories burned for the day. So all that information is going to show up on your clock faces, and you can customize these clock faces. I've actually done a video that I'll put a link to here of my top 10 free clock faces that you can download to your Versa. So feel free to check that out. In addition to the clock faces, it does come pre-installed with some of the apps, including the exercise app, which is going to allow you to track information like your run, biking, swimming, treadmill, as well as more. So those are all with the exercise app. There are other apps that you can download for your Fitbit to customize it. Some are free, some are going to cost some money. Fitbit does have a limited amount of apps available compared to some other smartwatches. I was getting a lot of questions of what are some cool apps to put on your Fitbit. So I've also done a video of my top 10 free apps to download to your Fitbit. You might want to check that out. I'll put a link down in the description as well as in the cards of this video as well. So jumping back to some of the other cool features, the Versa 2 has behind the screen an ambient light sensor. So the screen is going to get brighter as well as dimmer depending on what type of conditions that you're going to be in. It also has a slightly faster processor in it than the regular Versa. So even just moving between menus and going into some of the apps is going to be a little quicker and smoother than what I've previously experienced on my Versa. So something else that comes pre-installed on the Versa 2 is going to be the Spotify app, and this is something that I was really excited about. Using the previous Fitbit Versa, there really wasn't a good option if you wanted to use Spotify, and having that ability to control it on your watch is very cool to me. So there's a couple of downsides. First off, you still have to have your phone with you, and it has to be running the Spotify app in conjunction with using the remote app on your watch. But once you have your Spotify app going and the app going on your watch, you can use it to advance through songs. Like right now I'm listening to a dance playlist I have. It also gives you the options to pause music, go back, and you can shuffle music all from your watch. However, some of the things I've noticed are, things like if I pause the music on my watch, it doesn't always pause on my phone like right now. Sometimes when I hit the advance button, it does advance, and other times I have to hit it like 2 or 3 times to get it to advance to the next song. So I don't know if I'm completely as impressed as I was hoping with the Spotify app, but you do now get that ability remotely to control it through your watch. Something else new is they have added a sleep score. So I'm in my Fitbit app, and under today, you'll see my different activity here, and the sleep score is showing me that I got 8 hours, 7 minutes of sleep last night, so a real good night of sleep. The sleep score is a number now associated with each night of sleep that you get. In the Fitbit itself, as you're scrolling down, you're going to see here still your details of all your sleep patterns, but the sleep number appearing next to each one. You can click on each one of those and it's going to give you all of your sleep details as well. The sleep score here is based on your heart rate during sleeping, the time you spend awake or restless, as well as how much time you spend in each of the sleep stages, the REM, the deep, and the light sleep. You can get more information on the sleep score in the app. And something else I just want to mention to you guys, so 2 things. One is you're probably curious what the different ratings are. So the sleep score, 90 to 100 is excellent, and then as you go down you get good, fair, and poor, the lower of a score that you get. If you go back to your particular day of sleep score and you want to learn more information, such as what your sleeping heart rate is or more information about your restlessness, when you click the Learn More, Fitbit is going to give you that information only after you sign up for Fitbit Premium. In case you're curious, Fitbit Premium costs $9.99 a month or $79.99 for the year. It's going to give you more detailed reports, but for myself, I don't think I need that much information on my sleep. So let's explore Alexa, which is built into the watch. I've got mine set up where when you hold down the left button here, it's going to activate Alexa, and you can ask it different questions. Hey Alexa, what is the weather going to be like tomorrow in Milwaukee? So you'll notice we had to wait a couple of seconds, but then it does give me a visual readout of what I requested on the watch. You can ask it all sorts of things, like I could ask it when the next Green Bay Packers game is on, or I can give it math problems to do. In addition to all that, I can also have it activate smart devices in my home. Alexa, turn on ball light. So it does take a little bit of time to think, and then it will actually do what you're asking it to do. You can also have it set reminders for you. Ask it things like, how many steps have I taken today? All sorts of different options like that. So using Alexa on the watch is a pretty good experience. There are definitely some limiting factors to it. There is no built-in speaker in the watch itself, only the microphone. So it will be able to listen to you, but it is not going to be able to audibly respond back to you. So things that you can do with an Echo Dot, like asking it to tell you a joke or trying to make a phone call, are not going to be things that you're going to be able to do, unfortunately, on the Versa 2. So quickly, let's talk about price. The Fitbit Versa 2 is coming in at $199 right now. You might be able to find deals here depending on the time of the year as well as where you're looking, but it's retailing for $199. The Fitbit Versas, brand new, have been marked down to $150. You can also go on secondhand websites such as swappa.com, where people are selling their used Fitbits because they're going to be upgrading to the Versa 2. And right now, looking at those listings, they're coming in at $100 or less for a used Fitbit Versa. So if you'd like a lot of the same features that are on the Versa 2, but you can settle for a Versa, you can get a lot of good deals right now on used Versas. And a while ago when the Versa came out, I actually did an unboxing video as well as how to set up the Fitbit Versa. I did that with my wife, and I'll put a link here in the cards as well as down in the description below if you want to check that out. It's a cool video to watch. So with the accessories for the Fitbit Versa 2, you can swap out bands just like you could with the Fitbit Versa. You can actually use your Fitbit Versa bands on your Fitbit Versa 2. So some nice features there, and there are just a ton of different options of different bands that come in all different colors as well as all different materials, so you can find just the look that you'd like for your Fitbit Versa. So the big question, is it worth it to upgrade from a Fitbit Versa over to the Fitbit Versa 2? So a couple of things that I guess you got to look at is if you want to have the latest and greatest Fitbit technology, go for the Versa 2. You get the built-in Alexa, you get the built-in Spotify. Those are kind of cool features to have. It does have a slightly faster processor, and the battery is slightly bigger. Now, I've been wearing my Versa 2 for over a week now. I had to charge it right around the time of a week. Noticing a big difference from my regular Versa I had, and it was hard for me to tell. Either way, you're getting about a week's worth of battery out of your Versa. In addition to that, with the Versa 2s, all the Versa 2s, you do get the contactless Fitbit Pay. So if you go through the Starbucks drive-thru and you want to pay for your drink with your watch, you can do that. You used to only have that feature on the special edition Versa. They've changed that, and all the Versa 2s now offer that option. There is still a special edition for the Versa 2, and you're saying, well, what do you get with that? Essentially, the special edition for the Versa 2 comes in different colors with different colored bands, and you will also get a 3-month free subscription of the Fitbit Premium service I was telling you about. Not quite sure if it's worth it to go for the special edition, but those are all the pros to the Versa 2. Some of the cons, unfortunately, you still need to use your phone when you're using the watch. It has the GPS that it's using from your phone. It's not a standalone watch. So get a lot of those features, you have to have your phone with you. It'll still count your steps if you're just using the watch alone, but if you want to get all the other features out of it, you have to have your phone with you. In addition to that, Alexa and Spotify are nice, but I think that they could be better. There are features on them that I think can be improved, and maybe that's something that's going to happen through future OS updates. I'm not sure. I'm interested to know what your thoughts are about the Versa 2. Leave your comments down in the description below. Everything I talked about here, I'll also leave links to down below. And be sure to check out some of my other Fitbit videos on this channel for tutorials and more helpful information. Hey, my name is Jeff. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. Be sure to make every day awesome, and I'll see you guys in the next video.